Hello everyone, we are going to start compound interest exercise part 3. In this exercise, we are going to do questions based on finding amount. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concern or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Now these are the formulas which we are going to use while solving the questions. First is formula for calculating simple interest, that is SI is equal to P into R into T. Then where SI is simple interest, P is principal, R is rate, and T is time. Then we have formula for calculating amount of simple interest. A is equal to SI plus P, where P is principal, A is amount, and SI is simple interest. Then we have formula for calculating compound interest. Ci is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power n minus 1, where Ci is compound interest, P is principal, R is rate, and n is time. Then we have formula for calculating amount or principal or rate. A is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power t, where A is amount, P is principal, R is rate, and t is time. Then we have difference between Ci and Si for 2 year, that is Ci minus Si is equal to P R square upon 100 square. Then we have difference between Ci and Si for 3 years. Difference is equal to P R square into 300 plus R upon 100 cube. Then we have formula for calculating installment on Si. So let each installment be rupees A, then A is equal to 100p upon 100t plus RT into t minus 1 upon 2. These are the formulas. Now moving on to the questions. Question says that divide the amount of rupees 3364 between A and B in such a way that the amount received after 5 years of investing A's share at the rate of 5% compound interest annually, after 7 years of investing B's share at the same rate, will be equal to the amount received. Then we have to find the share of A. And the options are option A rupees 1564, option B rupees 1600, option C rupees 1764, and option D is rupees 1864. These are the options. Now we have to divide the amount of 3364 between A and B in such a way that amount received after 5 years of investing A's share and rate of interest at 5%, and after 7 years of investing B's share at the same rate will be equal to the amount received. We have to find the share of A. Answer to this question is option C, rupees 1764, and we are going to use formula 9.4 to solve this question. Let A's share is equal to rupees X, therefore B's share is equal to rupees 3364 minus X. Amount of A, that is going to be equal to amount equal to principal into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power t, that is formula 9.4. So x into 1 plus 5 upon 100 raised to power 5, where principal is x, rate of interest is 5, and t time is 5. That becomes equal to x into 21 upon 20 raised to power 5, because 1 plus 5 upon 100 is 105 upon 100, and after simplifying by 5 we get 21 upon 20. Then we have amount of b, that is equal to 3364 minus x into 1 plus 5 upon 100 raised to power 7, because the principal for b is 3364 minus x, rate is same, that is 5%, but the time period is 7 years. That becomes equal to 3364 minus x into 21 upon 20 raised to power 7. Therefore x into 21 upon 20 raised to power 5 should be equal to 3364 minus x into 21 upon 20 raised to power 7. Therefore, x is equal to 3364 minus x into 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20. Therefore, 20 into 20 on the right hand side is 400, and after multiplying by x, it becomes 400x. That is equal to 3364 into 441, because 21 into 21 is 441, minus 441x. 400x plus, because minus 441x will go to the left hand side and become positive, then 400 plus 441 is 841x. That is equal to 3364 into 441. So the value of x is going to be equal to 3364 into 441 upon 841, and on simplification it is equal to rupees 1764. Therefore option C is the correct answer. Next is, in what time will the amount of rupees 1000 become rupees 1331 at the rate of 10% annual compound interest? And the options are: option A 4 year, option B 3 year, option C 2 year, and option D 5 year. These are the options, and I'm giving you 10 seconds to find that which option is correct. After that, I will do the solution. So we have to find the time period in which rupees 1000 will become rupees 1331 and the rate of interest is 10%. The answer to this question is option B 3 years, and we are going to use formula 9.4 to find out the solution. So principal P was rupees 1000 given in the question. Amount was rupees 1331. Rate of interest was 10%, and time we have to find. Therefore, using formula A equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power T, we get 1331 is equal to P is 1000 into 1 plus rate is 10 upon 100 power T. So 1331, 1000 will go to the left hand side and will go to the denominator, and it is equal to 1 plus 10 upon 100 is 11 upon 10 power T. 1331 is 11 cube and 1000 is 10 cube. So we can write it as 11 upon 10 whole cube, that is equal to 11 upon 10 power T. Now the base on the both sides is same, that is 11 upon 10. Thus the power should be equal. So on comparing of powers, T is equal to 3 years. So option B is the correct answer. Next, Meena took a car loan of rupees 2,75,000 from the bank. She paid interest at an annual rate of 8% per annum and paid full amount in 3 years. While paying, she paid her old scooter and rupees 3,35,000 to the bank. What was the total price of the scooter? And the options are: option A rupees 60,000, option B rupees 6,000, option C is rupees 66,000, and option D is rupees 6,600. These are the options. So Meena took a loan of 2,75,000 and the rate of interest was 8%, and 3 years is the time taken by her to pay the loan. And she has also paid her scooter and rupees 3,35,000 to the bank. We have to find the price of this scooter. Now the answer to this question is option B rupees 6,000, and we are going to use formula 9.1 to solve this question. So loan amount taken by Meena, that is P, is equal to 2,75,000. Rate was 8% and time, that is n, equal to 3 year. And cost of a scooter is going to be equal to total amount minus 3,35,000. Therefore 2,75,000 plus, using formula 9.1, that is P into R into T upon 100 for simple interest, we get 2,75,000 into 8 into 3 upon 100, that is the amount, minus 3,35,000. So 2,75,000 plus 2,75,000 into 8 upon 3 into 8 into 3 upon 100 is 66,000 minus 3,35,000. So 3,41,000 minus 3,35,000, that is equal to rupees 6,000. Hence, the cost of a scooter is rupees 6,000. Option B is the correct answer. Next is, what will be the amount of rupees 3,000 after 2 years if the compound interest is compound annually at about 12% per annum interest rate? And the options are: option A, rupees 3,763; option B is rupees 3,773; option C is rupees 3,873; and option D is rupees 3,766. These are the options. So, what will be the amount of rupees 3,000? Time is 2 years and rate of interest is 12%. The answer to this question is option A, rupees 3,763, and we are going to use formula 9.4 to solve this question. Principal given to us was rupees 3,000, rate was 12%, and time was 2 year. Therefore, using formula 9.4, amount is equal to principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 power time. Therefore, principal was 3,000 into 1 plus rate was 12 upon 100 and time was 2. So we have put the values of P, R, and T in the formula to get the amount. Now that is equal to rupees 3,000 into 1 plus 12 upon 100 is going to be 28 upon 25. Power is 2. So we have written 28 upon 25 twice. That becomes equal to 784 into 24 upon 5. That is 3,763.2. And after rounding off, we can take it as 3,763. So option A is the correct answer. Next, Satya invested some amount in a fixed deposit. What amount of money would be received on maturity if he invested rupees 14,500 at a 20% compound interest rate at quarterly compounding rate for a period of 6 months? And the options are: option A, rupees 15,986.25; option B is rupees 15,986.5; option C is rupees 15,986.35; and option D is rupees 15,986. These are the options. And I'm giving you 10 seconds to find out the correct answer. After that, I will do the solution. So Satya has invested some amount in fixed deposit. We have to find the amount that he would receive on maturity. So if Satya has invested rupees 14,500 and rate of interest is 20%, but at quarterly compounded rate for a period of 6 months. Now the answer to this question is option A, rupees 15,986.25, and we are using formula 9.4 to solve this question. So invested amount was rupees 14,500, time was 6 months, and 6 month has 2 quarters of 3 months. Rate was 20% annually. So for a quarter it is going to be 20 upon 4%, that is 5% per quarter. Because we know the formula 9.4, that is amount equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power n, where A is amount, P is principal, R is rate, and N is time. So received amount on maturity to Satya is going to be P is 14,500 into 1 plus R is 5 upon 100 and time period is 2 quarters. So that becomes equal to 14,500 into 1 plus I upon 100 is 21 upon 20 whole power 2. That becomes 14,500 into 21 square is 441 and 20 square is 400. So that is going to be equal to rupees 15,986.25. So option A is the correct answer. Next, Neha's rupees 8,000 amount becomes rupees 9,200 after 3 years at a fixed simple interest rate. If the interest rate was increased by 2%, what amount she would have received? And the options are: option A, rupees 8,900; option B is rupees 9,800; option C is rupees 2,000; and option D is rupees 9,680. These are the options. So Neha's rupees 8,000 amount becomes rupees 9,200 in a time span of 3 years at a fixed simple interest rate. Then if the interest is increased by 2%, we have to find that what amount she would have received then. Answer to this question is option D, rupees 9,680, and we are going to use formula 9.1 to solve this question. We know amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. Therefore, 9,200 is equal to principal is rupees 8,000 plus simple interest using formula 9.1, that is P into R into T upon 100. So that becomes 8,000 into 3 into R upon 100. 9,200 minus 8,000 is 1,200, that is equal to 80 into 3 into R. Therefore, from here, rate is going to be equal to 5%, because when we divide 1,200 by 80 into 3, we get 5%. So new rate, if the rate is increased by 2%, then new rate is going to be 5 plus 2, that is 7%. Simple interest is 8,000 into 3 into 7 upon 100. Because in the formula, in place of R that was 5 earlier, we are going to put now the value of R as 7. So now the new simple interest is going to be 1680. So total amount that is C is going to receive is going to be now principal plus interest, that is 8,000 plus 1,680, that is 9,680 rupees. So option D is the correct answer. Next, an amount of rupees 200 was invested in a scheme for 1 year, offering a simple interest of 10% per annum, compounding the interest annually. Another amount of rupees 200 was invested for 1 year in a scheme at 10% per annum, but interest was compounded half yearly. How much will be the interest earned under the second plan? And the options are option A 50 paisa, option B is rupees 1, option C is 10 paisa, and option D is 25 paisa. These are the options. So rupees 200 were invested in a scheme for 1 year, offering at simple interest of 10% per annum compounded annually. And another 200 were invested for 1 year at a scheme at rate of interest 10%, but this time the interest was compounded half yearly. So we have to find how much will be the interest earned under the second plan. Now the answer to this question is option A 50 paisa, and we are going to use 9.4 formula to solve this question. Principal was rupees 200, rate was 10%, and time was 1 year. So compound amount on first plan is going to be equal to 200 into 1 plus 10 upon 100, that is equal to 200 into 11 upon 10, that is equal to 220. Compound amount on the second plan is going to be principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 power time. Principal was 200, rate was 10% annually, but we have to find half yearly. So rate is going to be equal to half of the amount, half of the given rate, that is 10 upon 2, that is 5%. Time period is going to be 2 half years, because time was 1 year, and in 1 year we have 2 half years of 6 months. Therefore, compound amount is going to be equal to 200 into 1 plus 5 100 whole power 2. That becomes 200 into 21 into 21 upon 20 into 20. That is equal to 441 upon 2. And when we divide 441 by 2, we are going to get rupees 220.5. So profit earned under second plan is going to be equal to amount of second plan minus amount of first plan. That is going to be equal to 220.50 minus 220, that is equal to 50 paisa. So option A is the correct answer, 50 paisa. Next, Manoj invested rupees 15,000 in a fixed deposit scheme for 3 years, combining 5% per annum annually. What amount will Manoj get on maturity of fixed deposit? Option A is 13,76437. Option B is 17,463.37. Option C is 17,643.37. And option D is 17,364.37. These are the options. Now, Manoj has invested rupees 15,000 in a fixed deposit scheme and time is for 3 years and the rate of interest is 5% annually. We have to find that what amount will Manoj get on maturity. Now the answer to this question is option D, 17,364.37, and we are using formula 9.4 to solve this question. Compound amount is going to be equal to principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 power time. That is equal to principal is 15,000, 1 plus rate was 5 upon 100 and time was 3 years. So whole power 3. That is 15,000 into 1 plus 5 upon 100 is 21 upon 20. But here the power is 3. So we have written 21 upon 20 thrice. So 15,000 into 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20. That is going to be equal to 1,38,915 upon 8. That is equal to 17,364.37. So on maturity, Manoj is going to get rupees 17,364.37. Option D is the correct answer. Next, due to an intense campaign against smoking, the percentage of smokers in an area is falling by 10% every year as compared to the previous year. If currently the number of smokers is 8,748, then what was the number of smokers 3 years ago? And the options are option A 12,000, option B 16,253, option C is 11,643, and option D is 10,000. These are the options. Now, this question is about intense campaign against smoking. Although this question is not of compound interest, but we can apply the concept of compound interest to solve this question because the percentage is falling by 10% every year. So this 10% can be considered as the rate. If currently the number of smokers is 8,748, that can be the amount and time was 3 years. Now the answer to this question is option A 12,000 and we are going to use formula 9.4 to solve this question. So from the formula, for the population of n years ago, A is going to be equal to P upon 1 minus R upon 100 power n, because there was a decrease because the percentage was falling. So we have put 1 minus R upon 100 power n and it goes to the denominator because it is given that P is 8,748 because the current number of smokers is 8,748. So that is P. R is 10%, N is 3 years. Therefore, A is going to be equal to 8,748 upon 1 minus 10 upon 100 whole power 3. That is equal to 8,748 upon 1 minus 10 upon 100 is 9 upon 10 whole cube. That becomes A equal to 8,748 into 9 upon 10 when going to the numerator becomes 10 upon 9 and power is 3. So 10 upon 9 into 10 upon 9 into 10 upon 9. That is going to be equal to 12,000. Therefore, the number of smokers 3 years ago were 12,000. Option A is the correct answer. Next, Sita borrowed rupees 1,80,000 at a simple interest rate of 10% per annum. On the same day, she gave that amount to her friend at an annual compound interest rate. How much rupee did she gain at the end of 2 years? And the options are option A, rupees 2,000, option B is rupees 1,600, option C is rupees 2,200, and option D is rupees 1,800. These are the options. So Sita has borrowed rupees 1,80,000 at a simple interest rate of 10%. And on the same day, she has also given an amount to her friend at an annual compound interest rate. So we have to find that how much rupee did she gain at the end of 2 years. Now the answer to this question is option D, rupees 1,800, and we are using formula 9.4 and 9.1 to solve this question. Rate was 10%, principal was rupees 1,80,000, time was 2 year. So using formula for simple interest, that is P into R into T upon 100, we get 1,80,000 into 10 into 2 upon 100, that is equal to rupees 36,000. Now the compounded amount is equal to principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 power time, that is formula 9.4. So compound amount is going to be 1,80,000 into 1 plus rate was 10% upon 100 and time was also 2 years. That is going to be equal to 1,80,000 into 1 plus 10 upon 100 is 11 upon 10, power is 2. So 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10. That is going to be equal to 1800 into 121 because 11 square is 121. And the two zeros of 1,80,000 will be cancelled out by 10 into 10, that is 100. That is equal to 2,17,800. So the compound interest is going to be compounded amount minus principal. That is 2,17,800 minus principal was 1,80,000. That is equal to rupees 37,800. So gain profit in 2 years for Sita is going to be compound interest minus simple interest. That is 37,800 minus 36,000. That is rupees 1,800. So option D, rupees 1,800 is the correct answer. Next, money deposits rupees 8,000 in a bank on which he gets 5% annual interest. If the interest is calculated annually, then after 2 years, what will be the amount in his account? And the options are option A, rupees 8,500, option B is rupees 8,700, option C is rupees 8,820, and option D is rupees 8,600. These are the options. Now the money has deposited rupees 8,000 in a bank and the rate of interest was 5%. So if the interest is calculated annually, then after 2 years, what will the amount in his account that we have to find? So money has deposited rupees 8,000 in a bank and the annual rate of interest was 5% and interest is calculated annually. So after 2 years, we have to find the amount which money will get. Now the answer to this question is option C, rupees 8,820, and we are using formula 9.4 to solve this question. Compound amount is going to be equal to principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 power time, that is the formula. So putting the values of principal, rate and time, we get 8,000 into 1 plus 5 upon 100 whole square. That is equal to 8,000 into 1 plus 5 upon 100 is 21 upon 20, power is 2. So we have written 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20. That is going to be equal to 20 into 441. That is rupees 8,820. So option C is the correct answer. Next, if the interest is calculated annually, then the amount of rupees 2,000 will be approximately after 3 years at the rate of 10% compound interest that we have to find. Option A is rupees 2,510, option B is rupees 2,662, option C is rupees 2,520, and option D is rupees 2,726. These are the options. Now the interest is calculated annually and the amount of rupees 2,000 will be how much after 3 years and rate of interest is 10%, that we have to find. Answer to this question is option B, rupees 2,662, and we are using formula 9.4 to solve this question. Formula says that compound amount is equal to principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 power time. So putting the values of principal, rate and time, we get 2,000 into 1 plus rate is 10 upon 100 power time is 3. That is equal to 2,000 into 1 plus 10 upon 100 is 11 upon 10, power is 3. So 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10. That is going to be equal to 2 into 1,331 because 11 cube is 1,331 and 10 into 10 is 10 into 10 into 10 is 1000. So three zeros of 2000 will be cancelled out by 1000 and we get only 2 into 1331. Therefore, that is going to be equal to rupees 2662. Option B is the correct answer. Next, a person takes rupees 32,000 at a simple interest rate of 9% per annum and deposits it in the bank at a compound interest rate of 10% per annum. What will be the total increase in his wealth by the end of the third year? And the options are option A, rupees 1940, option B is rupees 1952, option C is rupees 926, and option D is rupees 2904. These are the options. So person has taken rupees 32,000 at simple interest. Rate of interest is 9% and he has deposited it in the bank, but this time it was a compound interest and rate was 10%. So we have to find the increase in his wealth by the end of the third year. That means the time is 3 years. Now the answer to this question is option B, rupees 1952, and we are using formula 9.4 and 9.1 to solve this question. Because the person has taken rupees 32,000 at a rate of 9% but at simple interest. So we're using the formula P into R into T upon 100. Simple interest is going to be equal to 32,000 into 9 into 3 upon 100. That is 27 into 320. So simple interest is rupees 8,640. But it has deposited in the bank, but this time as compound interest. So we are using the formula of compound interest, that is formula 9.4. So compounded amount is going to be equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 power T. So putting the values of P, R and T this time, 32,000 into 1 plus, but this time the rate was 10%. So 10 upon 100 power 3. That is going to be equal to 32,000 into 1 plus 10 upon 100 is 11 upon 10, power is 3. So 32,000 into 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10, that is going to be equal to 32 into 1331, that is rupees 42,592. Now compound interest is going to be equal to compounded amount minus principal, that is 42,592 minus principal was 32,000. So the compound interest is rupees 10,592. So growth in amount is going to be how much? That is compound interest minus simple interest, that is equal to 10,592, that is compound interest minus simple interest that we found was 8,640. So that is rupees 1,952. Option B is the correct answer. Next, Z paid rupees 10,920 after 4 years with 10% annual simple interest. How much money did he borrow? And the options are option A, rupees 7,600, option B, rupees 7,800, option C is rupees 8,200, and option D is rupees 7,400. These are the options. Now, Z has paid rupees 10,920 after 4 years. Rate of interest was 10%. We have to find the principal. Principal is the amount that he had borrowed. The answer to this question is option B, rupees 7,800, and we are using formula 9.1 to solve this question. It is given that rate is 10% annual, time is 4 years, and amount is 10,920 rupees. Suppose rupees X was borrowed by Z, then as per the question, X plus X into 4, 10 into 4 upon 100, that should be equal to 10,920. Principal plus interest is equal to amount. Principal that we have assumed to be X plus interest. Simple interest is P into R into T upon 100. That is equal to amount. That was already given in the question, that is 10,920. So that becomes 7x upon 5 is equal to 10,920. Therefore, 7x is going to be equal to, this 5 will go to the right hand side and will be in the multiplication. So that is equal to 10,920 into 5. So the value of x is going to be 10,920 into 5 upon 7. that is 1560 into 5, that is rupees 7800. So option B, rupees 7800 is the correct answer. Next, a man deposits rupees 500 at the beginning of each year for 2 years at 10% annually compound interest rate. Find the maturity amount at the end of the second year. And the options are option A, rupees 1.050. Option B is rupees 1150. Option C is rupees 1155. And option D is rupees 1200. These are the options. And I'm giving you 10 seconds to find the correct answer. After that, I will do the solution. Now, man has deposited rupees 500 at the beginning of each year and he has done it for 2 years. Rate of interest is 10%. We have to find that how much amount he will get on maturity and time is 2 years. Now, the answer to this question is option C, rupees 1155. And we are going to use formula 9.4 to solve this question. So, amount at the end of the first year is going to be 500 into 1 plus 10 upon 100 power 1, that is equal to 500 into 11 upon 10, that is rupees 550. So principal for the second year is going to be how much? Amount has become 550 and he has deposited 500 again at the beginning of the year. So principal for the second year is going to be then 500 plus 550, that is 1050. So amount at the end of the second year is going to be 1050 into 1 plus 10 upon 100 power 1, that is 1050 into 11 upon 10, that is 1155. So maturity amount is going to be at the end of second year rupees 1155. Option C is the correct answer. Next, a bank pays interest on a saving account at half yearly at the rate of 4%. What will be the effective interest rate at the end of the year? And the options are option A 4.04%, option B is 4.01%, option C is 4.02%, and option D is 4%. These are the options. Now bank is paying a interest at the rate of 4%, that is half yearly. We have to find the effective interest rate at the end of the year. The answer to this question is option A 4.04%, and we are using formula 9.4 to solve this question. So the rate of interest is combined for half yearly. Therefore, for 1 year, time is going to be 2 half years. Rate that was 4% is going to be half, that is 2% half yearly. So amount is going to be 100 into 1 plus 2 upon 100 power 2, because we have assumed our principal to be 100. Therefore, 100 into 51 upon 50 into 51 upon 50, that is equal to rupees 104.20, 104.04, that is rupees. Therefore, effective interest rate at the end of the year is 104.04 minus 100, that is 4.04%. Option A is the correct answer. Next, how much will the amount become while rupees 37,500 are invested at an annual compound interest rate of 8% in 1.5 years when interest rates are compounded half yearly? And the options are option A 42,182.40, option B is rupees 42,000, option C is rupees 42,120, and option D is rupees 42,812.40. These are the options. Now we have to find that how much will the amount become because rupees 37,500 are invested at an annual compound interest rate. Rate is 8% and time is 1.5 years, but it is compounded half yearly. Now, the answer to this question is option A, 42,182.40, and we are using formula 9.4 to solve this question. It is given that principal is rupees 37,500, rate was 8% yearly, that becomes 4% half yearly. Time was 1.5 year, that is going to be equal to 3 half yearly. That is going to be equal to 3 half years. So using formula 9.4, amount is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 power T. That is equal to 37,500 into 1 plus rate is 4 now upon 100 power T. T is now 3 half years. That is equal to 37,500 into 26 upon 25, because 1 plus 4 upon 100 is 26 upon 25 into 26 upon 25 into 26 upon 25, because power is 3. That is equal to rupees 42,182.40. Option A is the correct answer. Next is A invested rupees 10,000 in a scheme at a special rate. At the end of 2 years, the amount becomes rupees 11,664. Find the annual interest rate if compound interest rate is applicable. And the options are option A 7.9%, option B is 8.5%, option C is 8.7%, and option D is 8%. These are the options. Now, A has invested rupees 10,000 in a scheme at a special rate, and at the end of the 2 years, the amount has become rupees 11,664. We have to find the rate of interest and if compound interest rate is applicable. Now, the answer to this question is option D, 8%, and we are using formula 9.4 to solve this question. The formula is compound amount is equal to principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 power time. Therefore, compounded amount is equal to 11,664. That is equal to principal is 10,000 into 1 plus R upon 100 power time is 2. We have to find the value of R. So 11,664, 10,000 will go to the right hand side in the denominator. That is equal to 1 plus R upon 100 power 2. On simplification, it becomes 729 upon 625. That is equal to 1 plus R upon 100 power 2. So 1 plus R upon 100 is going to be equal to 27 upon 25, because then when this power 2 will go to the left hand side, it becomes under root, and under root 729 is 27, and under root 625 is 25. So we get 1 plus R upon 100 is equal to 27 upon 25. Therefore, R upon 100 is going to be equal to 2 upon 25, because 27 upon 25 minus 1 is 2 upon 25. So rate is going to be equal to 8%, because 25 into 4 is 100 and 4 into 2 is 8. So option D, 8% is the correct answer. Next, if Ram deposits rupees 2000 in his saving account on which he gets 20% annual rate at the compounded annual interest rate, how much will be the amount in his account after 1 year? The interest calculated is half yearly, and the options are option A rupees 3,530, option B is rupees 2,420, option C is rupees 2,630, and option D is rupees 3,870. These are the options. Now, question says that Ram has deposited rupees 2000 in saving account. Rate of interest is 20% annually. We have to find the amount in his account after 1 year, but it is given that the interest is compounded half yearly. Now, the answer to this question is option B, rupees 2,420, and we are using formula 9.4 to solve this question. So, in a year, we have 2 half years. Rate was 20%, but it is going to be 20 upon 2, that is 10% half yearly. Now using formula, compounded amount is going to be equal to principal, that is 2000 into 1 plus rate, now that is 10% upon 100 power. Time is now 2.5 years. So that becomes 2000 into 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10, because 1 plus 10 upon 100 is 11 upon 10, power is 2. So 2000 into 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10 is going to be equal to 2420. Option B is the correct answer. So these were the formulas. Thank you very much for joining the session.